Goofy celebrities. Now, most celebrities are usually odd or just weird people in general when you think about it. A lot of them dress weird, say dumb shit, or have this weird god complex. Now, of course, you do have some famous people out there who are stand-up role models. That small percentage of celebrities that act like normal functioning human beings. But I think everyone can agree with me when I say a majority of these celebrities are nothing more than idiots who got lucky. The way some celebrities are able to embarrass and constantly make a fool out of themselves is really a talent. A lot of these celebrities will be on the back of a garbage truck picking up trash if it wasn't for them striking gold at the right moment. I would hate to see what some of these niggas were doing with their lives if they weren't rich and famous. Today I thought it would be a good idea to dive into the world of celebrities and talk about what I think are some of the goofiest and dumbest celebrities out there. First, we got Kanye West. Now, don't get it fucked up. We all know Kanye's a musical genius. There have been times I've deadass started to levitate just listening to Kanye's music. A true wizard at crafting and cooking up some of the best songs and albums we've ever heard. When it comes to music, Kanye will go down as one of the greatest artists / producers to ever grace a mic. But aside from his musical career, we all can agree Kanye has a tendency to act like a psych ward patient. It's practically a routine at this point, where at least once every couple of months Kanye has these schizophrenic episodes. He's constantly making these controversial ass statements, just asking to get canceled. He goes on these random tirades about how everyone's out to get him and how aliens are gonna come down from the sky and kidnap him in the middle of the night. You know, just typical crackhead behavior. It's gotten so bad, I genuinely start to question whether this man needs to be in the mental hospital. And I know y'all didn't forget about that time Kanye tried to run for president. Now, I understand that Kanye's ego is about the size of a mountain, so he has this unnatural amount of confidence that makes him feel like he can do anything. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye thought he could fly. But Kanye running for president has to be top 10 most delusional shit any celebrity has ever done. And the craziest part about it is that Kanye running for president is the most Kanye thing ever. Also, did y'all see the dumbass beef this nigga was just in? This nigga was beefing with Kasnat over some dumbass pants, which were some actual dog shit. Basically, to summarize the entire beef, Kanye sent Kai pants that didn't fit. That's it. That's the beef. Mind you, Kai is like 22 and Kanye is like 75. You know we live in a simulation when Kanye is starting beef with a Twitch streamer. Kanye is a great musician, but we all can admit this is one weird ass nigga. Next, we got 6ix9ine. Now I would argue 6ix9ine has one of, if not top 3 most punchable faces known to man. I don't know whether it's his goofy hair or those Fruity Pebble ass grills he has, but every time I see his face, I want to punch the shit out of my screen. Now for those of you who don't know, 6ix9ine is probably one of the most annoying celebrities of this generation. For one, he's pretty much made a career out of mocking the dead and getting into beef with hood rappers. He's basically become a professional at trolling other people for clout and attention. 6ix9ine is also known for probably being the all-time greatest snitch to ever exist. This man somehow ratted his way out of a 37-year sentence. This nigga was really putting up Hall of Fame Wilt Chamberlain numbers in that courtroom. 6ix9ine will go down as a legend in the FBI for what he did in that courtroom. But what made the situation so ironic was that before being the infamous snitch he is today, this nigga was a whole ass blood gang member. Dude used to have music videos with him and like 50 other hooligans in the background of his video. Bro went from a legit gang member to a lawyer putting his own gang members behind bars. Nigga used to be a certified thug in the streets. And I can't lie, back when 6ix9ine used to make gangster ass songs, they used to be heat. Kiki by 6ix9ine was a hood classic. It's just crazy to me how you can go from making fire music to being one of the most hated rappers in the world. And the fact that his new music is complete dog shit doesn't really help his case either. 6ix9ine will go down as one of the fakest and goofiest celebrities ever. Next, we got Logan Paul. I'm not gonna lie, the fall from grace of Logan Paul has to be studied. Mans went from one of the most liked vloggers on YouTube to hosting a shitty podcast. It seems like these last couple of years, Logan Paul has truly become the villain of YouTube. For starters, this man uploaded arguably one of the worst videos to ever be posted on YouTube, that being the Japan video. Now, common sense would tell you it isn't smart to record a dead body for content, but as we see with a lot of celebrities and YouTubers in general, common sense doesn't really fucking exist. Then following that video, he uploaded arguably the worst apology video on YouTube. I don't know if we've ever seen a man take such gigantic L's back to back like that. It's honestly impressive. Logan Paul then went on to create a drink called Prime, which is the worst ripoff of Gatorade I've ever tasted. You would think if you're gonna copy a drink bar for bar, you could at least make it taste somewhat decent. Prime Energy is the equivalent to shit in a bottle. Oh yeah, and then there was that time that Logan got exposed for scamming, you know, with the whole CryptoZoo NFT thing, which quite frankly, I don't even blame Logan. If you're someone who is dumb enough to invest in NFTs, I personally think you deserve to get scammed. Oh, and also his wife is a whore, which is funny as fuck. Just looking at the history of Logan Paul Paul is a content creator, you can't tell me this nigga isn't a walking L, bro. As you can see, Logan Paul has a pretty solid reputation for being a fucking dumbass. Next, we got the world's least favorite cuck, Will Smith. Now, Will Smith is probably one of the most accomplished actors of our generation. Being a part of some huge movies and TV shows, he's most known for being the main character in the hit TV show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it just saddens me that even with all this man accomplished, Will Smith still ended up marrying and having kids with an evil demon. Now, this evil demon's name is Jada Pinkett Smith, aka the Entanglement Girl. Jada is what I like to call the definition of an embarrassment. She's the prime example of a woman that no man should ever want to be caught dead around. Every chance this woman gets to embarrass or insult Will Smith, she takes it with no hesitation. And this cuck of a man, Will Smith, just sits there and takes it up the butt. Like that one time his wife admitted to sleeping with her son's best friend on national television. Like, nigga, are you serious? Look how disgusted this nigga looks, man. This man looks like he's actually about to throw up. He's so disgusted. She even supposedly wrote a book about how much she hated her marriage. And then there was even supposedly a rumor about how she used to be Tupac's side bitch back in the day. Basically, this woman has done nothing but bring shame to Will Smith's name and legacy. It's just the more and more we learn about this woman, the worse and worse it looks on Will. But what really took the cake is when Will Smith made a complete ass out of himself by slapping Chris Rock in front of millions of people at the Oscar Awards, all because of a joke. A joke that might I add to you wasn't even that fucking funny. And he did this all to defend his wife, who has done nothing but make this nigga look bad over the past several years. And I promise you, if the roles were reversed, she wouldn't have even attempted to defend Will. It just blows my mind how even after your wife has repeatedly humiliated you and admitted to how much she really doesn't even like you, you still choose to stay married to this woman. Will Smith is the prime example of why you gotta pick who you marry very wisely, or else your wife just might fuck your son's best friend. Next, we got the Island Boys, aka Thing 1 and Thing 2. Now, I do gotta admit, I don't even know if I call these two nitwits famous, but they do have a decent amount of internet clout. Now, just from looking at these guys, you can tell why I put them in the video. These niggas look like your average middle school dropouts with no future. Now, the Island Boys are your typical talentless nobodies who became popular off of TikTok. They had a song go viral on TikTok for like 2 weeks, and then like usual, people kind of forgot they even existed. But what really made them popular was how disgusting these two looked. The Island Boys are what I imagine the typical crackhead Florida man looks like. These niggas look like one of those GTA 5 NPCs you'll see walking down the street. One thing I do want to know though, what in God's name do you tell your barber in order for him to give you this cut? Haircuts like these should count as a federal crime. But recently, these two nobodies have been falling off like most TikTokers do. So in order to save their career, they started making out with each other for views. You know, I understand coming to terms with how irrelevant you are and how many people dislike you must be hard, but bro, just go get a fucking job. Just call it quits on trying to be famous and go get a regular fucking job. Resorting to making out with your own brother is probably the lowest, and I mean the absolute lowest I've ever seen anyone go just to stay relevant. Next, we got Kim Kardashian. Now, I might sound stupid for this, but for the longest, I didn't even know what this woman did. Like, she was one of those people you always heard about, but never knew why. Like, what is her talent? What is her specialty? Why do so many people care about this woman? I always knew her as that one famous bitch with the BBL, no cap. But for those of you who don't know, Kim Kardashian got famous off a sex tape. This bitch was an OnlyFans model before OnlyFans existed. I know, what an amazing way to gain notoriety. She's also known for being passed around like a beat up football. I swear to you, this woman has a new boyfriend every 6 months. We also got to be honest with the fact that Kim Kardashian is one of, if not the worst influence on this generation of women. Kim Kardashian is one of the main reasons why being a hoe and sexualizing yourself for money has become so common. I mean, for God's sake, the woman got famous for sucking dick. I pray for the doomed souls of people who actually think this woman is a role model. This generation of young women has some of the worst women to look up to. But with all that being said, that's about it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, comment some more video ideas down below, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.